Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A. I have a handful of questions you guys have asked. These are the most recent questions we've been getting asked on our channel, and they all revolve around the same topic, which is video content marketing. How we get the best clients ever straight to our email inbox just through making YouTube videos for free. So be sure to stay tuned until the very end. We have some quite juicy questions towards the end that you're not going to want to miss. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah. My husband Spencer and I are a top producing real estate team here in Oregon, and we get new clients all the time straight through 3 different YouTube channels. We get different clients from different channels. They kind of have different audiences, I guess you could say. So with all of that being said, that is how we use YouTube to grow our business and get clients. But if you are watching this video and you are not a real estate agent, I think that these tips could still be helpful to you if you are trying to grow a different type of business with YouTube, which if you're not already doing that, you definitely should be, because YouTube is the best place to grow your business and gain clients. So I believe that if you are not a real estate agent, but you have another type of business or brand that you're trying to grow and make money with on YouTube, these tips can still apply to you as well. So I'm just gonna jump right in with the first question. How do people find your videos in YouTube? Is it just searching Oregon or Salem in search, or do you promote them somehow? We do not spend a single penny on marketing anymore, and we have in the past. I've tried many things. I've been a real estate agent since I was 18, so it's been a little bit now. And I, throughout the years, have tried so many different types of paid marketing and advertising, and none of them brought me even a fraction of the results that what we're talking about today, what we do now, this free YouTube marketing does. So none of them even came close to comparing. So no, to answer the question, we do not spend any money. They find us because YouTube is a search engine. So unlike every other social media platform, if you post, let's just say you post a video on Instagram to try to get clients. Well, that video, people might see it, they might like it, interact with it, you might get a DM from it about buying a house or buying your product or whatever it is that you're trying to sell. But let's just say you post a video on Instagram to try to get clients. Well, that video, people might see it, they might like it, interact with it, you might get a DM from it about buying a house or buying your product or whatever it is that you're trying to sell. But a year from now, even a week from now, that video is going to disappear into the algorithm. YouTube is the only, I don't even consider it social media, because I don't think it's social media. It's not the same as the other social media platforms in the way that in a year from now, our YouTube video is still going to be bringing us clients because it is a search engine. These other social media platforms, they might have search engines like within them, but they are not a search engine. That is not how they work. So we have videos that we made a couple years ago, and they still bring us clients all the time without us touching them or doing anything. We just posted them a few years ago, and they're there forever. And whenever someone searches that in search, hopefully they're ranking and will come up and bring us clients. So that's, to answer that question, YouTube is a search engine, which is one of the reasons it's the best way to grow your business. The next question is, how long would you say it'll take before you start getting clients from YouTube? We are not in a town in Oregon that is touristy at all. We are not in a town that anybody would look at and consider a hot relocation market. We still get calls, texts, and emails from people relocating to our area all the time because they're finding our videos. But if you were in a town, let's just say like Myrtle Beach, North Carolina, South Carolina, I don't even know, Myrtle Beach, or Florida, somewhere in Florida that's, you know, a pop-in relocation place where there's like Texas, tons of people relocating there all the time, then I think you're probably going to start seeing results much faster. But however, you might have more competition because there's probably more agents already doing that out there. Here, there's like literally no one doing this in our area specifically right now. But with all of that being said, when I first started creating videos for to get relocation clients, it was something I kind of did on accident. I made a couple videos about our area, and I didn't really think about it or expect anything to come from it. It was mid-summer, and then by the fall time, we had our first relocation client actively looking. They ended up closing shortly after, and then from then on, it's really just been consistent. There's never been, like, it's just never stopped. But we also have been consistent at uploading and growing the channel, if that makes sense. So I think it's just going to depend on where you're located. Don't get discouraged because this is like a formula. It works and it will happen. The clients will come if you're consistent. Next question is, do you have a separate channel for client attraction, or do your clients come from this channel? And by this channel, they meant this one that you right now are watching on. So, that's the beauty of marketing on YouTube, is there's not one way to do it. There's so many ways you can do it. So I'll explain what we do. I won't go too in depth because I feel like I've explained this really in depth in other videos sharing like our actual marketing strategy. And this is just a Q&A where I'm just answering some of your questions. So I know of agents who get pretty much all of their business from agent to agent referrals because they make videos like these, chatting with other people in their industry. And we do get clients from this video, from this channel. We're about to list a beautiful newer home in a newer construction community that was a referral, agent to agent referral from one of you guys watching our channel. And we love that. If you have any clients, by the way, buying or selling in Oregon, we would love to work with you and send you a referral fee. But that is not the majority of the business. It does happen quite often, but even more than that, we get relocation clients who are moving here from our channel called Oregon Homes with Mariah Vetras Crawford. We get relocation clients, people that are moving to our area from all over, because that's really what we focus on talking about. However, we've also recently been getting leads from that channel now from people who are already living here, and even from sellers who live here and want to sell their home, just because we've really saturated the relocation market for Salem on YouTube, if that makes sense, for our area. And so we've kind of started to broaden to other topics like selling your home in our specific area and things that you would want to know if you live here already. So once you dominate a certain market or a certain niche like relocation, then you can start adding, but I wouldn't suggest adding more marketplaces or I don't know, niches until you really dominate the first one, if that makes sense. Do you use any lapel mics for your videos? To be honest, I don't know what a lapel mic is. We do a video a couple different ways. One of the ways is more of a sit-down podcast style. YouTube now has podcasts. There's YouTube podcasts. So we put the videos, the ones that are the sit-down podcast style where we use a microphone and headphones, we put those on like their YouTube podcasts and their videos, if that makes sense. So you can listen on the podcast part of YouTube or you can watch. So we do make those for all of our channels, but then we switch it up. We also do videos where we're just talking to our camera like this, and if we're doing that, we do not use a microphone. My car's about to turn off. Or we do videos on our phones, and some of my videos that are the ones that bring me the most amount of clients and have done the best on our channel that brings us the most clients, were done straight from my iPhone, no microphone. So I do not think that you need fancy equipment to get started or even to keep going. I think that's just an excuse holding you back from starting. And I think that the most important thing when it comes to making these videos to get clients for your business or to grow your business or your brand or whatever it is that you're doing is the content in the message. Like, what are you saying? Is what you're saying, yes, they need to be able to understand you. Like, you can't, obviously, but like a iPhone nowadays has a good enough microphone to be able to at least understand you. So we don't need super professional equipment for any of this. What really matters is, did you answer the question that the person was searching for on YouTube when they came to your video? Did you provide them value that they were looking for? Did you give them clarity about what it was that they were looking up the video for in the first place, if that makes sense? So more than focusing on the equipment, I would really focus on, what are you actually saying? because before we started getting clients from online video, I made videos on YouTube, but they didn't bring us clients. And these videos that I made, they were the wrong type of videos. They were not niched down. They were for literally anyone and everyone. And that meant they were for no one, because no one knew how to find them, because they were not specific enough, if that makes sense. And they were overly professional. They all were done with a more professional camera than I'm using right now, and they all had professional microphones, and I was dressed way too professionally, and it was just like stiff, and they never brought me any clients. So what I'm trying to say is the videos that were done with my iPhone, really laid back, not thought through. I said a lot more. Those ones brought the clients. So don't focus on what equipment you have or don't have. Just focus on what you're going to say in the video. Do you think the time of day that you post matters? I honestly don't know. But what I do, I don't think it matters too much, because like I said, YouTube is not a social media platform like Instagram or Facebook or even TikTok where you post something and it's going to come up in somebody's feed, if that makes sense. This is the type of thing where your video is going to go to work for you to get you clients a year from now, hopefully 5, 10 years from now. So it really doesn't matter when you post it. The right person is going to search for it at the right time and find it, especially if it's a good video and it ends up ranking in search. So I don't think the time matters, but what I do is we will schedule our videos. So on YouTube, you are allowed to, you don't have to like post them as soon as you're uploading them. You could choose to schedule them out for whenever you want them to be. That way you can make sure if you're doing like 3 videos a week, for example, like we're doing on our other channel right now, and it's really paying off with clients and AdSense and all of that. If you're doing 3 a week, you can schedule, you can batch film them, like take 1 day a week, do all your content for the week or even for the month. We do sometimes get it all done in a couple hours, and then you can upload it to YouTube and schedule it to go out consecutively or on the days you want them to at the time you want them to. So the next question is, how do you prospect for buyers without spending money on leads? Exactly what we're saying. So I know back before we started doing this type of marketing, YouTube marketing for our business that is free, the only other type of way that I really got buyers was Zillow. I would buy Zillow leads. It was a pretty short window that I bought them in the grand scheme of my business, but I did buy Zillow leads for a chunk of time. And let me just tell you, the Zillow leads that you are paying really good money for are literally dirt. They're like garbage. And I'm not saying the people, like, don't take this the wrong way, people aren't garbage, but like the quality of the leads, it is not the same thing at all compared to people reaching out through a YouTube video. Because when someone watches your YouTube video for your business, they can kind of get a feel for, they feel like they know you, they feel comfortable reaching out, they can see if they like you or not. If they don't like you, they won't call you, and who cares, you won't even know. And if they do like you, then they will reach out and work with you, and you won't have to convince them to work with you, and they begin to trust you. Because when you see someone in a video, you feel like you can trust them. So the leads that come out, whenever we get a lead from YouTube, they say, we're so excited to work with you. You know, we feel like we already know you. I can't believe we're actually talking to you. We've been watching your videos for so long. And we don't have to follow up with them, like, at all. They are set on working with us. There's no convincing. They are pre-qualified, or they're willing to be right away, and they have a lot higher budget than Zillow leads ever did, like 10 times higher budget than Zillow leads ever did. Usually they're moving from a place where they're selling their home and it's a lot higher price there than here. And so, yeah, that's just all we're gonna chat about today. This video is getting a little bit lengthy, but thank you for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions for our next Q&A, send any questions or video suggestions over to us. I will put our contact information in the description below. If you use video marketing for your business, no matter what kind of business it is, leave a comment. I would love to hear how that is working for you or what you're doing for your business. Share this video with a friend, and I will see you guys next week.